wrestling is 85-14 with 43 wins. He was an Ohio High School state qualifier last year, fourth at districts and sectional champion. He was also an Ohio Cardinal Conference champion in 2021 and an academic Ohio selection. This season, he's been the Cambridge Invite and WYT champion and runner-up at the West Holmes Invitational. Currently has a record of 30-1 with 17 pins this season. Brady says his favorite wrestling memory is eating a box of fruit roll-ups after the first day of districts with Mason Taylor and then qualifying for state the next day. His future plans are to attend Ohio University and major in pre-athletic training. His advice for younger wrestlers is put in the work that you were supposed to and then some, and you will succeed. Brady would like to thank his parents, family, and friends for always listening to him complain about cutting weight. And he wants to thank all of his coaches for always pushing him to be his best. And a special thanks to his grandpa, who got him into wrestling and helped him to become the wrestler he is today. The first of our 6 seniors, 106-pounder Brady Smith. Our next senior wrestler is 126-pounder Noah Tisch. Noah is escorting his parents, Susan and John McFarland. Noah has been wrestling at West Holmes for 8 years since the 4th grade, and he will be a junior letter winner this year.
Take a picture.
He has a varsity
I'm trying to get reviews with their grades here.
Record of 85-47 with 39 pins. He's been a sectional champion, district qualifier, 3rd at the Ohio Cardinal Conference in 2021. This season he's been 4th at the Cambridge Invite, 5th at the WYT, and 6th at the West Holmes Invite. He's been a 2-time Cambridge, WYT, and West Holmes Invite placer, and currently has a record of 22-15 with 9 pins this season. Noah says his favorite wrestling memory is winning sectionals last year and getting the opportunity to compete at districts. His future plans are to attend Hocking College for the EMT and Fire Rescue program. His advice for younger wrestlers is listen to your coaches and enjoy the time on the mat. It ends before you know it, so be thankful for the opportunity. Noah would like to thank his parents and siblings for giving their time to support him at all the meets. A special thank you to his mom for providing everything she possibly could, even when she didn't need to, and driving in a blizzard to get me to an open. Thank you to all of his coaches he's had since the 4th grade. We'd also like to thank his grandma for coming to all of these tournaments, even though she doesn't like the sport of wrestling. And thank you to his teammates who are now his family. Senior 126-pounder Noah Tisch. Our next senior is 138-pounder Dylan Strauss. He's escorting his parents, Amanda and Eric Strauss. Dylan has wrestled in the West Holmes program since he was a kindergartner. He will be a 4-year letter winner this year, has a career varsity and junior varsity record of 111-43 with 65 pins. He was an Ohio High School state qualifier last year, runner-up at districts, 3rd at sectionals, and champion at the Ohio Cardinal Conference. This season he's been champion at the WIT, 3rd at the Cambridge Invite, and 6th at the North Canton Invite. He's been a 3-time Cambridge Invite placer, a 2-time WIT placer, and Ohio Cardinal Conference champion. He was 4th at the OHSAA state tournament his freshman year, and he will be finishing up his school career in top 10 in pins in school history. Dylan currently has a record of 20-4 with 16 pins this season. Dylan says his favorite wrestling memory is when Colt Cox got an upset win over the New Lexington Kid to send the team to the state duels. His future plans are to go into the workforce when he gets out of high school. His advice to younger wrestlers is don't skip practice, work hard in the room, and your time will come one day and you need to be ready. He would like to say thank you to all of the parents who have been watching and cheering for him all of these years, and thank you to all for supporting him here at West Holmes. 138-pounder Dylan Strauss. Our next senior is senior 144-pounder Tucker Kaufman. Tucker is escorting his mother, Kara Kaufman, and also his late father, Aaron Kaufman, is beside him. Tucker has been wrestling for 13 years since kindergarten. He will be a 4-year letter winner after this season, has a career varsity and junior varsity record of 140 wins with only 36 losses and 103 pins. He was an Ohio High School state qualifier last year, 3rd at districts, runner-up at sectionals, champion at the Ohio Cardinal Conference in 2021. This season he's been runner-up at the North Canton Invite and 3rd at the West Holmes Invite. He's been a 2-time OCC champion and placer, a 3-time West Holmes Invite placer, 2-time North Canton Invite placer. He was 8th at the Ohio Way State Tournament his freshman year, and he is the school record holder for most pins in a season with 37 set last year. And he will be finishing in the school's top 10 career wins and career pins list. Tucker is currently 26-2 on the year with 20 pins. His favorite wrestling memory was riding scooters at the Missouri camp and the New Lexington duel his sophomore year. Future plans are he will be going to college to play football or wrestling and study physical therapy and exercise, but he has not decided on where he will be attending. His advice for younger wrestlers is this sport isn't for everyone. It's a grind. Take advantage of every opportunity that comes your way and you will see improvement. He would also like to thank his family, his girlfriend, and Park with helping him through everything in his life. And he also would like to thank his dad for pushing him and making him the athlete he is today. Senior 144-pounder, Tucker Kaufman. Our next senior is 150-pounder Connor Barnes. Connor is escorting his parents, Jay and Bridget Barnes. Connor has been a wrestler in the West Holmes program for 12 years. He will be a 4-year letter winner at the end of this season, has a career varsity and junior varsity record of 76-33 with 41 pins. He was 3rd at sectionals, a district qualifier in 2021, runner-up at the WIT, 3rd at the Cambridge Invite, and 5th at the West Holmes Invite this season. He's been a 3-time WIT placer, 2-time Cambridge Invite and West Holmes Invite placer, and is currently 27-6 this season with 16 pins. His favorite wrestling memory is making it to state as a team his sophomore year, and future plans are going into the workforce. His advice for younger wrestlers: follow your dreams no matter what people tell you. And he would like to thank Coach Sponseller, Coach Matty, Coach Don Brady, Coach Twardler, Coach Vaughn, Coach Regula, Coach Croy, and Coach Albiel. And he would also like to thank his parents for funding and supporting his career. 150-pound senior, Connor Barnes. And our final senior is 157, 165-pound wrestler, Hunter Everhard. Hunter is escorting his parents, Chad and Maggie Everhard. He's been wrestling here at West Holmes for 3 years, moving into the district his sophomore year. He will be a 1-year letter winner, has a career varsity and junior varsity record of 25-28 with 18 pins. He was 5th at the WIT this season. He's been champion at the West Holmes Junior Varsity Invitational and 8th at the River Valley JV Invite his first season here at West Holmes. He is currently 8-9 on the year with 5 pins this season. His favorite wrestling memory was traveling with the team to different tournaments and winning the Knights JV Invitational his sophomore year. He plans to go to college and study exercise science. His advice for younger wrestlers: always work hard in practice and take advantage of the coaching staff our team has. And he would like to thank all of his coaches and teammates for always being there to help him and pushing to be a better wrestler and person. 157, 165-pound wrestler senior, Hunter Everhard. Well, for some of you, it's been a short 3 years. For some of you, it's been a dozen to 13 years in a wrestling program. Your final night here in the dungeon. To all of our seniors, Brady Smith, Dylan Strauss, Connor Barnes, Hunter Everhard, Tucker Kaufman, and Noah Tisch, Thank you for supporting the program and helping to build the legacy that is West Holmes Wrestling, and best of luck to you in your future. West Holmes Knights Wrestling fans, your seniors for the class of 2022. Okay, and we'll let you go. The head wrestlers, get ready for your matches. Parents, you can exit the mat. And thank you to the seniors once again. And ladies and gentlemen, before we get the wrestling underway, we do have one more recognition we would like to give at this time. Some of you may know, some of you may not know, but last weekend, one of our wrestlers, our only female wrestler, won the Ohio High School Wrestling Coaches Association District Qualifying Tournament for the Northeast part of Ohio. She went 3-0 on the day and had 3 pins as well. Kylie Couch, 105-pound junior, will be representing West Holmes this Saturday and Sunday at the Ohio High School Wrestling Coaches Association State Tournament at Hilliard-Davidson High School. Congratulations, Kylie, and best of luck.
Okay.
Riverview against Philadelphia. But before we get the wrestling underway, would everyone that is able, please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. And once again, thank you. Again, round number 1 will have New Philadelphia against Riverview. Round number 2 will be New Philadelphia against West Holmes. And then in round 3, West Holmes and Riverview. And before we get things underway, we'll need captains for both teams to center back for the coin toss. We'll have a JV matchup here first, so I'll need to have those JV wrestlers come to the head table so we know who you are. And we'll get going here with a junior varsity matchup. For New Philadelphia, it'll be Nicholas Faber, and for Riverview, Jonathan Jones. Again, this is junior varsity matchup. Faber for New Philadelphia, Jones for West Holmes. 12-10 decision, Jonathan Jones of Riverview. Now I believe we're ready for the varsity, so captains will need you to center back for your coin toss. And we're ready to get things underway, so be a double forfeit at 116 pounds. At 113 pounds, New Philly will be forfeiting. And I believe it's Braden Melier for Riverview will pick up on the forfeit win. And that'll now make the team score, Riverview 6 and New Philadelphia 0. Now go with 120 pounders. And Tucker Mounts is at 120. Now I'm getting confused here. Both of them checked in at 120.
Casey. When there's double forfeits, they don't score. When it's like double forfeits at 106, nobody gets a score. Nobody,
and I guess we have a bunch of forfeits, so Tucker Mounts winner at 120 for Riverview. Mason McClellan a forfeit winner at 126 for New Philadelphia.
Yeah, he's got
132 pounders. Okay, and now it'll be 132 pounders, and picking up on that forfeit win for New Philadelphia will be Ethan Pierce. And now go to 138 pounders. .138 pounders. It'll be a forfeit win for Landon Lehman of New Philadelphia. Now go with 144 pounders. It'll be a forfeit win for New Philadelphia's Ezekiel Williams. And ready now for 150 pounders. And this will be 150 pounders for New Philadelphia. It's Charlie Gibbs. And for Riverview, Blaine Mouse. At 150 pounds, the winner with a fall in 20 seconds, Charlie Gibbs of New Philadelphia. And we'll now go 157 pounds. And 157 pounders, looks like New Philadelphia. Riverview got a 157. Okay, Sione Williams of New Philadelphia picks up all the forfeit win. And we'll go 165 pounders now. For Riverview, it's Traven Berry. And for New Philadelphia, Fat Van Arsdalen. And at the 165-pound weight class, the winner with a fall at 4 minutes 38 seconds, Traven Berry of Riverview. Next up, 175-pounders. Now 175-pounders for New Philadelphia is Edgar Mejia Ramos, and for Riverview, it'll be J.D. Herron. 175-pound weight class, the winner with a fall at 5 minutes 25 seconds, J.D. Heron of Riverview. And the lead, Jacob Averett for Riverview. Did not check in. And we'll now go 215-pounders for New Philadelphia. It's Bryant Horns, and for Riverview, Cruz Motley. At 215 pounds, the winner with a fall in 57 seconds, Cruz Motley of Riverview. And now up the heavyweights, 285-pounders for New Philadelphia, it's Garrett Dylan Ryan. And for Riverview, Connor Sabrowski. 51. And that's Garrett Dillon Ryan of New Philadelphia. And that'll end the dual meet between the Quakers and the Black Bears. New Philadelphia 48, Riverview 30.
Yes. That's where we'll go first. Or that's first. Some JV matches.
Okay. We'll do this first then. JV. We'll do the JV first.
Let's see a couple of JVs.
And good evening, and thank you for reviewing our wrestling coverage for this evening from the dungeon on senior night for West Holmes. Of course, tonight's wrestling coverage being brought to you by Finish Line Auto Body, Critchfield Law Firm, the Commercial and Savings Bank, Denko Marketing, Holmes Wayne Electric Cooperative, Millersburg Tire Service, Kaufman Realty and Auctions, Home Siding Contractors, Kime and Charm, Millersburg Electric, Premier Pharmacy, Rody's IGA Marketplace, MRV Siding Supply, Village Motors, Buckeye Farm and Garden, and Yoder Lumber Company. I'm Matt Croy alongside Will O'Donnell for tonight's broadcast on senior night. And Will, you look at the seniors for this West Holmes team, Brady Smith, Tucker Kaufman, Dylan Strauss, Noah Tisch, Connor Barnes, and Hunter Eberhard, and a good senior class here for this night's team.
Yeah, it is a good senior class, and they've got some goals in front of them. I mean, this is their last time we'll see them wrestling at home, but there's a lot of season left for most of those guys.
No question about that. Of course, the West Holmes coached by Scott Vaughn, and New Philadelphia coached by Corey Swinderman. New Philadelphia winner in the first dual meet, 48-30 over Riverview. What did you see in that first meet between Riverview and the Quakers in that first dual match?
Well, at the start, I saw a lot of forfeits. Neither team has a complete lineup, especially in the lighter weights, which is West Holmes' strength. So hopefully we can get some of those seniors matches. But I saw a quality New Philly team. Not a lot of holes besides the forfeits. Some good solid wrestlers. And West Holmes going to have to wrestle top of their game, I think, to come out on top in this one.
No question about that. So here in round two, it's West Holmes against New Philadelphia. Then, of course, round three to wrap it up. After that, West Holmes will then take on the Riverview Black Bears. And we'll have some few GV meets, matches to get things started, right, Will?
Yeah, it looks like we're going to – I'm trying to see what they're doing here, what weight class this is, but we'll see who comes out first. Looks like West Holmes has maybe 3 or 4 JVs that I saw warming up. This looks like maybe the junior Blake Norman coming out, probably at about 150, maybe 157 tonight, but hard to say with the JV match what they're calling this weight class.
Blake Norman, 18-9 record on the season, 11 pins for him. I do want to thank Claxon Communications for allowing us to bring you this video stream coverage for tonight. Casey Claxon and Greg Perkins providing full video from Claxon Communications. All ready for this JV match here with Blake Norman getting started here against New Philadelphia.
Yeah, Norman got in on that leg right away and kind of cracked down on it and hipped over to get his 2, and we've already had our first stoppage here for blood time already. This New Philly wrestler getting cleaned up down here in front of us.
And they do a good job down there when you have to, obviously, when it comes to wrestling, you can't mess around with that kind of thing. You've got to get them cleaned up right away, and they seem to do a pretty good job.
Yeah, this one looks like he's either holding his lip or his chin, not the nose. And looks like tonight it's going to be the responsibility of the wrestler's coach to clean the mat and clean the wrestler. I don't see any statisticians getting up or referees doing this tonight. So it looks like if you're the guy with one bleeding, you're going to clean up after him.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, you're right. You can't mess around just with different infections and things that are bloodborne. We take a lot of precautions in the sport to do it safely.
You can see right there on the mat, getting that wiped up here, getting that all cleaned up as well.
Yeah, and it was a good takedown. Norman's record, most of those matches are varsity wins, though.
Sure.
He's gotten a lot of action this year in this lineup for us, but bouncing between 150 and 157. I think it's really sometimes when we go into these duels, it's him and Eberhard, and we just try to look for the best matchup, try to win both those weights when we can. And he's put together a good season.
And, of course, just a junior, so he'll be back as a senior next year.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that, we probably haven't heard their name in varsity action. Kind of reminds me a couple years ago when we had Masters and Woods and, and those guys. And there was kids in that room plugging away, working out with those guys every day and waiting their turn. And I think this is one of those guys. There's, 6 seniors we're going to lose, but for every one of them there's a backup that's his drill partner and making them better. So it won't surprise me that there's not a big drop-off next year. We'll be right back where we are.
That's when you know you have a strong program, as obviously West Holmes Wrestling certainly does.
Yeah, for a lot of years. I mean, under Lindy Rogers, Jeff Woods, and now Scott Vaughn carrying on that tradition, it's been a strong program from the youth league all the way up. Some of the guys that have been running that for us over the years, obviously Randy Sponseller and now Jared Mattey's kind of passed that torch to him, and these guys have kept it going.
No question. Yeah, that attack team, he was year in, year out. Those guys do a great job over there, and that certainly trickles up to the varsity level.
Yeah, sure does.
Now back underway here after a little stoppage in action.
Yeah, Norman's going to choose to start neutral. That's why they went back on their feet. He did get that takedown. Good job breaking his hips down there by Norman to stop that shot and get the easy go behind. Working a bar right now, see if he can get a backside wrist and do something with it. Yeah, and whatever they did, they're going to need to do something different because that didn't last more than about 20 seconds. We're right back where we were. But
that's the problem. Sometimes it's hard to get that to stop.
Yeah, I think they're gonna need to put some gauze in there and tape that on, and then put the chin strap over it. Otherwise, it's just going to keep doing it. I know it was corrected last week by one of the referees locally who let me know that there is 5 minutes on blood time, but it's kind of a gray area because they'll say blood time, but then cleanup, which is when you get the bleeding stopped. That that's kind of a referee's discretion. That can take a lot longer than that. So hopefully this is just another quick delay when we get back out there. Looks like the trainer down here is putting something together to see if he can make it a little more permanent.
So working on that as we speak. Now after this meet, of course, West Holmes turns right back around on Saturday, the OCC Championships at Ashland. And obviously, you look at Ashland, certainly a quality program as West Holmes is, and it should be an interesting OCC Championship this year.
Yeah, and we haven't got a chance to see Ashland head-to-head this year, and I think Mount Vernon's got a pretty solid program again this year. So those are teams that we haven't had a chance to see them in any tournaments. So we know they're traditionally good. It's just going to probably come down to individuals. We've got probably 5 or 6 guys, maybe even 7, that want to win the league, and if we can take care of that business, we should be okay.
Interesting with that, no question about that. And of course, Saturday, February 26th, that's when the Division II sectionals get underway. That's going to be at Claymont this year. So I know that's what everybody's kind of gunning for, right? You're building your way up throughout the season here and getting ready for those sectionals here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's really the second season, kind of like what football is. You jockey, you try to get position, try to improve your seed. But once you get to sectionals, it's just the start of a second season. Everybody's 0-0. And it looks like they're going to stop this one because of the bleeding. They're just going to call it a day on that. And I think we're going to see this looks like the freshman Gallion for West Holmes, Darren Gallion, wrestling a JV matchup here.
And we'll now go with another junior varsity matchup. It'll be Crespo Reyes of New Philadelphia and Darren Gallion of West Holmes.
So Crespo Reyes for the Quakers.
Reyes got a nice little shot there. He's trying to step over. Gallion's trying to fight this. He's got to try to get his hips out of there and see if he can get himself back up into a square position. Pretty soon he's going to have to think about just giving this up, maybe and bellying up so he doesn't give up back.
And he did that right there.
Hitting a couple short sits, trying to square up here, dig in for some hands, see if he can get away. You look at this matchup, both guys trying to get position. Rios, a little smaller wrestler in stature. Gallion's going to have to change levels and get a little lower in his stance if he wants to try to get underneath there and get into his legs. That poses its own problems there.
We'll see, is that lower center of gravity, can sometimes that be an advantage to the wrestler in an odd way?
Yeah, it can be. I mean, I still think height still has its advantages, even in our sport. It creates some leverage. But for Gallion, he's going to have to. He's a short, stocky opponent. And he's going to have to change levels to get underneath. It looks like he's been trying to go to the head pretty hard to try to get some snap downs and create some offense that way, but hasn't really solved that that stance yet. There's a good job. See if he can elbow out here. He's got a nice rotation going. He's got a chance if he can elbow out. There you go. See if we reach your right arm. Rios doing a good job with shot defense here. He's got his hips down hard. He's making that leg hard to pick up. Good reshot there is on his own. There you go. Gallion's got to dig in and get a crossface here. See if he can get his leg back. He's got that backside ankle. He just needs to keep spinning hard to it. Dig in on that crossface. Got about 30 seconds in the period here. I think he's got a pretty good situation here. He's trying to reach underneath for a butcher. I still think he'd just go around and trap that backside leg and get the two. And there we go. This should secure it. Trying to bunch it up for a cradle now. He's up 3-2.
Final 10 seconds.
He's got that butcher. He reach across from that backside arm. Just got to keep walking around the head.
And has a 3-2 lead after period number 2.
Yep, Coach Vaughn's going to put Gallion down. He's got away once. He did a couple short sits and was able to get back to his feet. Nice little stand up there. He's got to get the hands. Rios returned him. Oh, Gallion, we're going to get some blood from him this time.
A little hard slam to the mat there, and be intended to.
Yeah, they're just going to probably plug this up, and we'll get him back out there pretty soon after they clean him up. He's got a 3-2 lead, and he's on bottom. That's the right choice. He just wants to extend that lead a little bit, get that one escape point, get up 4-2, and then really you're going to force Rios to have to come to you as long as you can work a good stance, stay in the center of the mat. And it might not seem like a lot, but that just late in the match, that kind of advantage is big because you force a guy to maybe take a shot that he otherwise wouldn't take without a good setup or out a good angle, and it creates another spin around opportunity for Gallion, hopefully.
Leaves him open, so we'll see. Now we'll get things back underway.
That's a good job fighting hands. Good job. Learned from that first time when he got lifted, so this time he came up with hands. And he's not the one that needs to shoot. He just needs to keep a good stance. There's been no stalling warnings. Stay in the center and force Rios to come to you. Got 2 underhooks here, doing a good job of that. Good place for a snap down here. Good job getting him to the mat. It was a good advantage position for Gallion. He needs to get his arms out there once he snaps him down. Finish that spin around. Got a good crossface here. Get your leg back. Down to 51 seconds here, and this is where Rios is going to have to take a little bit of a gamble, maybe force something. Guy doing a good job with these underhooks, controlling this position. You know where you're at here.
So 38 seconds, 4-2, Darian Gallion.
Yeah, and he doesn't need to force anything, just needs to wrestle smart here in these last 38 seconds. He's been the aggressor, and there's been no stalling calls, so he's in a really good position right now to secure this. Got to keep rotating. Just got to keep rotating there to that leg. Get that angle. It's a good position. Keep rotating up with it to get all the way up. And we just got to finish it to the mat. Good job bumping that to get that foot out. That's a good job. Nice trip. That's a good series. That was a good series. Good takedown, good rotation, good technique that he's obviously learned to bump it forward and get that leg out.
Couple more points and closes out with a 6-2 win.
Yeah, nice win for Gallion. That was well wrestled, especially late in the match. I really like they took advantage of his position and his height there with those underhooks.
So Ant standing by the freshman to get that victory. So the forfeit win and the 6-2 decision for Gallion here in the GD matches. And now I think we're getting ready for the varsity matches, are we not?
Looks like we got one more
Okay.
JV match. This looks like Braylon McKinney, another freshman.
And we'll now go 215-pound junior varsity matchup for New Philadelphia. It's Damian Robbins, and for West Holmes, Braylon McKinney.
So Davian Robbins for New Philadelphia in the 215-pound weight class. And McKinley, of course, the freshman for West Holmes.
Yeah, this is, if you remember from football, this is Peyton McKinney's little brother.
I figured that
quarterback from a couple years ago, yep.
Mm-hmm. It's like pretty good size, as his brother did.
Yeah, both these guys, for young guys, some good size at this weight. And Braylon gets the pleasure of working out with Elijah Baldridge in practice every day, so that should have toughened him up.
I would think so. Robbins up early 2-0. 1 minute to play in the first period.
And if you're McKinney, you want to get some hand control. You want to try to work your way up. Just try to get 1 point if you can before this period ends. Referee's not going to let him hang on that ankle all day. Ooh, he reaches back for the head. There you go. Good job passing that arm by your head. Now you got to square up if you can. Robbins trying to lock up a near side cradle. Going to have to break that grip. McKinney's doing a good job hipping down. You don't want to give this up. You only got 15 seconds in the period. And try to keep this at 2-0. Oh, he went a little too fast with this. This could be big. McKinney could get some back points. He's going to get the reversal. Maybe he can get the fall. He's got 1 second. And he did.
How about that?
With 1 second. They're going to give that to him.
Well, it didn't look like it was going to go in his way, and all of a sudden got the...
No, Robbins had that cradle locked up for about a good 20 seconds, and I think he got a little over-exuberant, tried to force it over. And sometimes when you do that, you rush that over, you get yourself in a roll, and McKinney was able to take advantage of that.
Good to see that from the JV wrestlers for West Holmes. Now the varsity get ready to start it, but the JV's showing up well here tonight.
Yeah, I think West Holmes won all 3 of those JV matches, and that was for McKinney. That was nice. I mean, that could have went either way, and to get that fall with 1 second left in the period, good job by that young man. You know, not only does he wrestle Elijah Baldridge in the wrestling room, but I have him in the 9th period weightlifting, and he's forced to lift with Elijah Baldridge. And trust me, that's not a easy task for anybody in the room.
I can't imagine.
But he does it with a great attitude.
No choice but to get better in that situation.
Absolutely.
Of course, you know what kind of competitor Elijah is on the football field as well.
Yeah, he competes with himself and in everything he does. So that's one of the reasons he's probably as talented as he is this year as a junior, is he doesn't take days off in there. And I think we may see some forfeits here right out of the gates. New Philly, I didn't see New Philly send a wrestler out.
No, they had nobody at the 106, I don't believe.
Yeah, I don't think I saw anybody go out against Riverview even in the first 2 weights. It looks like 126.
So the forfeit at 113. Mason Taylor get the forfeit win for the Knights. He came in at 32-15 with 17 pins, but won't see the mat here.
Yeah, there's Grady Toy. He's going to get the forfeit at 120.
He came in at 20-16 with 15 pins. The Toy, the sophomore. Of course, Mason Taylor, a junior. So West Holmes was already up to a 12-0 lead here at the varsity level. Noah Tisch, the senior, comes in with a record of 22-15, 10 pins on the season. He'll take on Mason McClellan at the 126-pound weight class.
Oh, nice job. Good reshot. Got to finish this, though, if you know. That was a good job blocking a shot and then going to a reshot, but came away with no points on that. You know, a lot of these guys may turn around here in another week at the sectional and possibly see each other over in Claymont. So you certainly want to send a message to your opponents here.
Yeah, as much of this sport is physical, but also that mental. If you can get that one over them, you have to believe that makes a difference.
Yeah, nice low single there by Tisch. Yeah, and it's big, too, because when you go there, there's going to be seeding criteria, and head-to-head's one of the first tiebreakers for you. And Noah certainly has got some criteria to be seeded on its sectional. Is he returning district place winner, lost the match to go to state, and like I said, 20-plus wins, I think, already on the year. So expect him to be a high seed. And, you know, this is one of those ones head-to-head. You want to make sure that the coaches know this. He's got a wrist. He's got a bar. He should be able to run this over. Looks like he's going to throw a half. If he can jump sides, this could be good.
35 seconds. Early 2-0 lead for Noah Tisch in the 126.
Taking a big step around the head. He's going to try to get over there. Just got to be careful. Don't force this. Sometimes you try to take that over and a guy will sit back into you, and you end up on your back before you know it.
Final 10 seconds.
He spent about the last minute with this bar, but he hasn't been able to get McClellan over to his back, so good job fighting it for the new Philly wrestler.
So 2-0 lead after the first period for Noah Tisch against Mason McClellan.
New Philly coaches were going to put their guy on their feet. They saw saw enough of that bar for the last minute. They don't want to go back underneath. It actually works to Tisch's advantage. Takes away that escape point that you usually count on getting. Got to get back to the center here if you Tisch. You kind of float it over to the edge. Nice job.
Get a couple points for that. 4-0 Noah Tisch.
Noah's going to try to dig right back into that bar. I'm not so sure I wouldn't go on my feet with him and try to score some points there for a little bit. Trying to jump to a near side cradle.
McClellan his first point after the
nice
escape.
Good low single once again. Let's see if he can get up, climb up the back, trap that arm. Missing some of those transition back points, as we call them. Getting good takedowns, but I'd like to see him turn that into more than just two. Oh, this is nice. He's got that arm trapped. See if we can just get chest to chest and walk this around the head. He's got this reverse half secured. It's just a matter of tighten this up and you can get this fall. He's got the 3 back secured. Let's see if he can find a way to get that other shoulder down.
A couple more points there for Noah Tisch, up 9-1.
Yeah, we've got about 15 seconds in the period. Noah's got choice in the next period. At this point, you've got a major decision secured. You'd like to see if we can at least get a tech fall. He's about 6 points away from that.
So after 2 periods in command, Noah Tisch, that 8-point advantage.
Well, now into the third period, the Knights Noah Tisch on top of Mason McClellan of the Quakers, 9-1.
Ooh. You might get a penalty point on that. When you lift a man up in the air, you got to land him from the waist down, and you're responsible for his safety. So they're going to call a slam on that, a little bit of a suplex, as we call it in our sport.
So we'll get that extra point, up 10-1.
Yep. There you go. That's going to make it 11-1. Ooh, right to a headlock. He blocked the shot. Noah switched off, and that was good. One of the best setups for a headlock is a good leg attack.
Getting closer to that tech fall.
Yep, he'll have the tech fall. It's just a matter if he's going to get the pin at this point. Even though they know he's got the 3 points awarded, the referee will allow the wrestler an advantage to go for the fall, and he won't stop the action, and he gets it.
He gets the fall. Noah Tisch, dominant performance right there. His 11th pin on the season. And now West Holmes up 18-0. So a great start for the Knights.
And this looks like Dylan. Well, this might be. This is
132.
Yeah, 132. This is Smith.
Morgan Smith.
Morgan Smith.
So Ethan Pierce for the Quakers. And Morgan Smith comes in at 14-21, 6 pins on the season for the freshman for West Holmes.
Yeah, we got a chance to see him last week wrestle 2 state-ranked wrestlers and did a terrific job battling both those matches, took those down to the wire. Gives up a quick takedown here, but Morgan's one of those guys as the match wear on. He seems to get stronger. Pierce came right out and got a good takedown on top. He's looked for 3/4 and he's looking for a crossface cradle. Some of these West Holmes wrestlers, especially these younger guys, are getting to their feet, but they're forgetting you need to have those hands when you come up. And they're getting returned to the mat pretty hard.
Pierce, a junior, facing the freshman Morgan Smith.
Morgan working hard on bottom. He just has a determination there. He gets back to the center and he just keeps going. We saw that last week. These matches may not start off looking like they're in his favor, but he has a way of closing that gap as the match wears on. Got to look away from this. He's got a half. Ooh. Jumping sides. That's when you see guys get called for full Nelsons. Got to look away and try to peel that hand.
Final 20 seconds of this first period.
Try to get one here. You got 20 seconds, Morgan, to keep the hand control. There we go. Now stay in a good stance. Weathered the storm. It's only a 1-point match. You get a short time. Coaches are yelling short time. 5 seconds.
So down just 2-1 after that first period.
They're going to put Smith down and the chance for him to tie this match up. Right back to his feet, see if he can get another escape. He's doing a good job battling hands here. Good job. Never gave up the hand control. Pierce tried to return him to the mat. Nice reshot.
So tied it up, and Pierce comes back to take the 2-point lead.
Yep, you go right back to work if you're Smith. Get this next escape. Pierce is working hard on top. He's forcing him to exert a lot of energy. It's 4-3 here.
At that escape point. Under a minute here in this second period.
Pierce back in on that leg this third time. Smith trying to work a whizzer. He's got a lot of pressure on that head. He's got to stay up there. Don't let him pull this leg out, because if he does, he's going to trip you. Sitting back on it. Keep cross-facing if you're Smith here. See if you can get that leg out. Surprised this referee's watching that knee a little closely. If you're Smith, keep trying to get that leg straight. Got 20 seconds. Pierce can pop his head out. He's got a chance to get around the backside. Might be able to get a stalemate out of this if he can hang in there for a few more seconds.
5 seconds here. Second period comes to a close. So, look for Morgan Smith. You mentioned he gets stronger as the meet goes on. So you feel like you're still in a decent spot here, down by 1.
Yeah, there's a lot of match to be wrestled here, and he was in these matches last week, and just kind of his inexperience showed, towards the end. I'll tell you what, Pierce is quick. I mean, he hits a good quick shot. That was a good first move on bottom. Smith just seems to have he's just relentless. He doesn't go away. There's no points awarded here yet. Smith still has that leg. He's going to try to hang on to this if he can. There's going to be a point at which they're going to probably have to cut him loose and try to get a takedown of their own to tie it, though.
Ethan Pierce to a 4-3 lead over Morgan Smith.
Yep, that's going to make it 5-3. Smith with a reshot, though. See if he can finish this. Got to come up with this. Stand all the way up with it. And let's see if you can return it to the mat. There we go. That's going to tie. He's got that arm trap. Keep that arm on his back if he can. Right to an arm bar. Right to a wrist. See if you can run it over. This is a good position. Smith's in real good position. Jump. You got the half. Jump to the other side. Jump to the other side. He's got a half. You just got to get underneath it. He's got that arm trap. This is big. Smith's going to get back points.
Final 40 seconds.
I'll tell you what, all he has to do is hold him here right now. He would have an 8-5 victory. He's just got to stay in good position. He got the fall.
Got the fall. How about that?
I'll tell you what, he gave up that escape to make it 5-3 and right back in on a shot. We saw that last week in his second match. Aggressive with that reshot. And I'll tell you what, that's just conditioning. That young man just never looked like he got tired throughout that match.
The conditioning has to be a part of that, absolutely. So gets the pin after being down and certainly comes through in a big way in that third period. And West Holmes now 24-0 advantage.
And now we're going to see our second senior of the night on the mat. This will be Dylan Strauss.
Dylan Strauss, 19-5 record, 15 pins on the season for the senior.
Wasting no time here, I'll tell you what. Sometimes these seniors like to go out there and put on a little show on senior night. Strauss says, I just want to go out and pin you.
That's right.
And if you look at his record, what's he got, 18 wins, but about 15 by pin?
15 pin.
Yeah, he's a finisher.
Yes, he is. Landon Lamon, he is a sophomore for New Philadelphia here in the 138-pound weight class.
Right to that half. Oh, going for the Merkle. Out of bounds.
It's a 5-0 start.
Well, you watch Strauss wrestle. He's tough on top. A lot of guys would get that quick takedown, kick a guy, try to keep scoring on their feet, but Strauss looks very content when he gets on top of you to stay in that position and punish you. Oh, nice. Nice job jumping over top. He had that backside wrist. Half was from the wrong side, and he just kind of let his body just jump over to the other side. And even though the shoulders are out of bounds, he can go for this fall. And he got it.
He got it. Another pin for the Knights. Dylan Strauss this time around. His 16th pin of the year.
16th pin out of 19 wins.
Dylan Strauss of West Holmes.
Now West Holmes a 30-0 lead. So the Knights dominant so far here in round 2.
And I think next up we might have Tucker Kaufman coming out.
And one out with 144-pounders for New Philadelphia. It's Ezekiel Williams.
Ezekiel Williams, the sophomore for the Quakers. Tucker Kaufman, the senior. Of course, terrific record, 26-2 and 20 pins on the season.
Good hard double leg. They're going to call him out of bounds, but good explosive move there by Kaufman.
being the aggressor right off the bat, as you would expect.
Nice little cross knee. Go right out to a half. He can finish this if he wants. It's a good position. This is tight. See if he can finish this. He's going to get 2 back. It's going to be should be 4-1 actually at this point. Got to be careful here. Return this. This will make it actually 6-1.
There it is. They got it corrected.
Oh, gotta be careful there. Tucker Coffin with a throw of his own. And Tucker Coffin's one of those wrestlers he can score in a lot of different ways. I mean, good hard takedowns, throws, tilts. You know, it's kind of hard to take his offense away because he can score in so many different ways. Let's see what he does here. Got a leg in here. Looks like he's trying to Turk it. Trying to pull him across.
In 20 seconds in the first period, 6-1 lead for Tucker Kaufman.
Trying to bunch this up, cross-face cradle. Should be able to score another 3 points before the end of the period with this.
First period comes to a close. And they do add on those 3 points, 9-1 lead. And you mentioned the moves, and you can be successful just on pure determination in wrestling, but he had the moves to go with it. It's a pretty lethal combination.
Yeah, and you look at the style of wrestling. I mean, some guys are wide open style. Some guys are a little more methodical in the way they score their points. Tucker is nothing methodical about his style of wrestling. He's going to go out there and throw caution to the wind and score in bunches. He's going to get the escape, make it 10-1. Nice low single. See if he can come out the back door here. Referee's going to stop that. Just didn't like the way Tucker's knee was getting twisted underneath there. Potentially dangerous, that situation.
Two more points there for Kaufman, up 12-1.
Going for a little tilt here. He's got 30 seconds. It'll be the new Philly wrestler's choice. Going for another cradle here like he ended the period. He bunched it up. All he's got to do is sit to his hip. The Philly wrestler doing a good job fighting these situations. I mean, Tucker Kaufman's getting a little frustrated. He wants this fall, but to his credit, he's been able to fight through some of these pinning combinations.
Staying alive for the moment. 14-1 Kaufman, 7 seconds in the second period.
Yeah, he can get a quick 2-point tilt here and end this match if he wants.
So they'll go to the third period, and this may not go too long here to this third period. We'll see.
Yeah, Kaufman had a chance there to take neutral, but he chose top, so it tells me he still wants to get that fall.
Right.
If he would have went neutral, he got it to takedown, and that would have been the match. Going cross knee, trying to go cross knee. That would be a tight combination if he could have got it. Doing a gator roll. A little risky there. Exposed his own back. Gave up a reversal.
Couple points for Ezekiel Williams of the Quakers.
Referee's going to be careful there. He had that leg in. He was going for that guillotine, as we call it. He had that arm. Going for Peterson's here, standing Peterson's. That's going to be a reversal. He's going to get the near fall. The 2 back will make it 18-3. So if Williams can get out of this situation and not give up a fall, it should be a tech. They'll stop the action and award the points.
So a tech fall awarded for Tucker Kaufman, who improves to 27-2. And you mentioned senior night. I don't care what sport it is. There's always kind of an emotion that goes along with that. And these seniors definitely want to show up well here tonight on senior night.
Yeah, whether it's your last time on the field or last time on the mat, you want to go out on top. And for some of these seniors like Tucker that, we're also playing football, they've had the opportunity to leave their field of play a champion.
Absolutely.
And that's special. Not everybody gets the opportunity to say that.
A lot of success.
Yep. When you got another senior here, this will be Connor Barnes. I think at 150.
And he comes in with a record of 27-6, 16 pins for Barnes on the season for the senior. West Holmes now up 35-0 in this match against New Philadelphia. It's round 2, and of course after this, it'll be round 3 when West Holmes will take on Riverview.
And if I remember right, I think Gibbs pinned his opponent from Riverview in his first round, and he looked pretty solid doing it. This could be a pretty competitive match here for West Holmes. Barnes got 2 underhooks. We'll see if he tries to dig in.
Charlie Gibbs, a senior for the Quakers. So 2 seniors going at it.
Yeah, and really, when you think about it, this might not be the last time these two square off. I mean, they could turn around at wrestle a meaningful match at sectionals in a week and a half. About 20 seconds left. Barnes has been getting in these underhooks. I'd like to see him be able to get him out of position and either get a snap down or some type of high crouch out of that. 10 seconds here.
First period comes to a close, and so far, no score between the two.
A little bit of blood time, a little cleanup here for Barnes.
35-0 lead so far for the Knights. You gotta like the way West Holmes has come out here so far in this meet.
Yeah, I mean, good response. I mean, you looked at last time we saw him in action was that Miami Trace match, and I know that didn't go the way we wanted. I'm sure they went back in the room, challenged these young men, and know that we're this close to the conference and sectionals that we've got to be on top of our game. We've got to be sharp, and it looks like they've brought that intensity tonight.
They definitely have.
And Barnes is going to choose down here to start this second period. Gibbs has a leg in right away. See how long the referee lets this go before he stalemates this. Varn's kind of covering up there. Another stoppage here for blood. And that's not the worst thing in the world if you're Connor Varnes when a wrestler's got a leg in to get a fresh start there on bottom and get a catch at here the next time. And be aware of that. And the key to getting out of legs is not getting in them. To be blunt. So you feel that. You want to catch that as you feel it come in. Maybe throw it off you and get into a good hard stand-up.
Getting cleaned up here. Looks like he's about ready to get back out there.
See if Varnes makes a little adjustment here to those legs being thrown in. Going to get a caution on Green. A little bit of a false start there. You get 2 of those before you got to worry about that. Fight those hands. Fight those hands. Going for a Merkel. Varnes stepped over that leg, and you kind of can put yourself in a dangerous position here. Gibbs has got that locked up. It's either going to try to roll across his own back like he just did. Got a 1 count. He didn't get a 2 count. A little high with these legs. See if you can throw him off here, Connor. It's a little high. You got to shake him off. Shake him off. Don't let him get the second one in. You're in a decent position. Another blood time stoppage. I'm sure as they're cleaning this up, Coach Vaughn's going to tell him not to step over that leg again as a bottom wrestler. That almost cost him. Gibbs knows what he's doing there on top.
What's the key in counteracting that then if you're Varnes?
Well, 1, don't step over that leg.
Yeah, right.
Because he's going to reach up over top of your head and do what he just did, which is that nice tight Merkel. And I think for Varnes, the key here is getting the hands and getting up to his feet like he did. I know sometimes you think maybe you've got something when you step over that leg, but an experienced wrestler like Gibbs is going to go right over top of your head and lock that up. And, he was about a second away from getting his back points there.
Reminder once again, this match being brought to you in part by Yoder Lumber Company with their coverage for the seating, Buckeye Farm and Garden, Village Motors, MRV Siding Supply, Rody's IGA Marketplace, Premier Pharmacy, Millersburg Electric, Kaiman Charm, Holmes Siding Contractors, Kaufman Realty and Auctions, Millersburg Tire Service, Holmes Wayne Electric Cooperative, Denko Marketing, the Commercial and Savings Bank, Critchfield Law Firm, and Finish Line Auto Body, allowing us to bring you this video live stream coverage tonight, courtesy of Claxon Communications and our team of Claxon Communications of Casey Claxon and Greg Perkins. And ready to go once again after another stoppage in action. I think we were.
Yeah, a lot of this has been cleanup. It hasn't necessarily been blood time.
Okay.
I mean, the referee's making sure Varnes has it off his arms, off his legs. They've cleaned up the mat. And I know it seems like, it takes a while, but the 5 minutes is actually for bleeding. Once the bleeding stopped, they switch it over to cleanup. And it's a big 44 seconds. Varnes needs this escape point. Catch that leg. This will get a stoppage. There you go. That's potentially dangerous. That top man won't get to do that a second time. That could be a stalling warning if he keeps doing that. Now we're going to get a caution on the new Philly wrestler, so each guy's got a caution in the mounting positions. There's a leg. Barnes has a good chance here. Keep that hand posted and try to get your hips turned in. I'll tell you what, you could even, he's got that arm over him, so there's no locking hands, but catch that leg. There you go. Got about 20 seconds left in the period. You know, Gibbs is trying to stretch him. He's got that second leg in, so he should be safe now. Should be able to get out of the period here with this ride out.
5 seconds. And about as even as it gets so far through 2 periods, still scoreless.
Yeah, but that was big for Gibbs because he was able to get that ride out. Now this escape, if he can get it, is big and puts him really in command. We'll get another caution. The referee's actually going to kind of point to himself on this. Varnes is kind of hanging over top of him. Not the best position here if you're Connor Varnes. And try to secure that leg in here. Don't panic. You can kind of sit through him with your hips. Varnes trying to keep that pressure and that elbow in the back of the head, trying to stretch him out. If he can get his hips up, he's got a chance to work his power half. Trying to lock up a cradle from here. Gibbs can stand up. They'll probably stop this action. 54 seconds.
Still scoreless. Charlie Gibbs and Connor Varnes, both seniors for the Quakers and the Knights.
Well, Varnes has this locked up. He's got the leg in. He's got the backside leg. He's trying to fall over top of him. End up with a banana split here. Putting a lot of pressure on him. If you're Gibbs, boy, you just want to fight that. Maybe try to get your hands up, get into a standing position. We're down to 30 seconds. Varnes has got to hang on, get this match into overtime if he can. Ooh, trying to stretch this out. He's got the, if he can stretch this out and get a count. He had that half. See if he can stretch it out. Oh, he's in. Gibbs has got the head. He's got the legs in. We'll see if Gibbs can get anything out of this.
10 seconds.
Varnes has got to just keep those boots in and stay patient. He might get a count here. He's trying to stretch Gibbs out and expose his shoulders. We got about 1 second.
And scoreless.
Both wrestlers doing the job on top. Both wrestlers doing the job.
Neither one giving an inch.
Yep, they're going to have to go up on their feet. This will be sudden victory. This is 1 minute. First takedown wins. First point wins. Both wrestlers have had caution, so they got to be aware of that too. No one scores on the feet. We go to 2 30-second periods with each guy starting down. Varnes has got those underhooks. Tell you what, he's digging in. This would be a nice time for a snap down on his part. At 30 seconds.
Overtime session.
$20 seconds here. And both guys 10 seconds. They might be content to go to another, the 2 30-second periods.
Yeah, looks like that's going to happen. Still scoreless.
So what they do is this isn't a first point anymore. You'll get 30 seconds, and then, you know, Gibbs will start in a down position. And then in the next period, Varnes will get his opportunity to choose down and see if he can outscore him. And if the match is still tied at that point, we'll go to a 30-second ride-out that will decide it. Ooh, this could be trouble if he could roll through with this. Now, if you're Barnes, you want to give up the reversal, but no back. You don't want to expose your back. Don't give up back points. You'll get your chance to score.
2 points for the Quakers.
Okay, now Barnes is going to get his choice. He can either go neutral or he can go down.
Another 30-second on the overtime clock. Now being the West Holmes choice.
We'll see what happens. Gibbs was tough on top in that second period. Barnes is not going to have much time to work here. He's going to have to either get an escape and a takedown or a reversal. And Gibbs is still in control here. If you're Barnes, you got to watch, not exposing your own back. And he did. He exposed his own back because Gibbs was still in control. So that's going to make it at least 4-0 regardless of what happens in this flurry.
They'll stop with 8 seconds, but Gibbs, as you mentioned, gets 2 more points, and Charlie Gibbs for the Quakers up 4-0.
Yeah, Barnes did that roll and kind of got stuck, but he had to be conscious of the fact that since there was no change in control, he was the wrestler who was still exposing his back there in that situation. That was correctly applied by the official.
So that'll come to a close, and it was a good one, but in the end, Gibbs gets the overtime win 4-0. But a good match between those two.
It was, and that's like I said, those two could see each other in a very meaningful match in sectionals. And somebody's, they're going to have to go back to the drawing board, watch a film of that one, and make your adjustments.
So first points of the match for the Quakers, 35-3 lead for West Holmes. That was out of the 150.
And this is the freshman, Cole Porter.
Here in the 157, Cole Porter, 11-18 on the season, 6 pins for him.
For West Holmes, Cole Porter.
And I think there's just a little bit of blood on the mat from the previous match they're going to tend to.
We'll get that cleaned up. Again, Matt Croy alongside Will O'Donnell and Casey Claxon. Greg Perkins providing you the video stream coverage from Claxon Communications tonight. On senior night from the Dungeon, high school wrestling as West Holmes takes on the Quakers. And then in round 3, it'll be West Holmes against Riverview.
That's a good takedown there by Porter. That was something I think he went back to the room and worked on, is getting a good shot with a good angle. We know he can do it. It's just a matter of putting it together consistently. Right back in on that single, comes up with it. Work back up to his feet. He does a nice little job with this dump when he does work up to his feet. We'll see if he goes back to it and change its direction. Unable to finish at that time.
.40 seconds, and Porter with that 2-1 advantage in the first period, in the second period.
Come back to the center here. He's had a couple good shots here. Second one he wasn't able to finish, but I like the angles he's starting to get, so we'll see if he goes right back to that single leg on that side. Right back to it. Good job finishing it. Right to that butcher. Reach underneath. Get that arm. Wants to go to that cradle.
And Porter with the 4-1 lead through the first two periods.
The 157-pounders, Cole Porter of West Holmes, a 4-1 advantage on Sione Williams of New Philadelphia.
Coach Vaughn going to have him take down right away.
Sione Williams, a junior for the Quakers.
Oh, nice job. Nice job, Williams. Got a little high there. Porter felt it. Looks like he wants this cross-face cradle. We'll see if he can do this. Got to run that head to the knee.
One minute, Porter 6-2 lead.
Right to a high crouch. Keep hipping over him. Keep hipping over. There we go. Fourth takedown of the match. That's a nice job by Porter. That leg, he's looking for that Turk. He's got to scoop that chin. A little bit of a mistake here by Porter with 1 second to go in the second period. He's got to know how much time's on that clock.
Right.
And not give away a free point like that. Just drop down to a leg for a second there.
So we have an 8-3 lead going into this third period.
Right to that cross-face cradle. Let's see if he can run that head to the knee. And he's trying to reach underneath for that butcher there. He switches back off. There, he's got it secured. Just keep walking around that head. See if you can take it over. Watch that reshot. No change there. You don't get a clean break in the action. They're not going to give you that escape there. A little too quick on that shot. Porter's really been dominant in this match on his feet.
Right now in control. You're in that 1 minute mark of this third period.
Let's see if he can get another takedown. It's 8-4. You know, big move would get him back in this match. But if you're Porter, just stay in good position and look for those good angles like you've been getting for the whole match. You got about 20 seconds left here. Reach back and peel those hands off your leg if you're Porter. Free that leg. You got 10 seconds. Got that last takedown. That should be it at 10-4. You should be able to ride this out.
So the freshman going to pick himself up a win. 10-4 decision.
Yeah, much better job getting good angles and setting up his takedowns in this match.
So his 12th win of the season. And West Holmes now a commanding 38-3 lead over New Philadelphia.
think we should be seeing, well, this looks like the last senior of the night for us, right? Hunter Eberhard.
Eberhard, the seniors you mentioned, 6-8 record, 3 pins on the year. So now on the 165.
Eberhard attempting a high crouch. Ed will muscle up with it there. See if he can get this finish. Be careful on the way up here. Oh, nice low ankle pick there. I think that's a Van Ardalen from New
Van
Philly.
Ardsdalen, yeah, I think is what they said.
That was a nice low ankle pick there. Eberhard was able to get the escape there with 6 seconds left, 3-3. See if he can just finish this period out and keep it tied.
So Thad Van Ardsdalen, he's a junior against the senior Hunter Eberhard, tied at 3.
And New Philly's going to choose down here, try to get their escape point. Ooh, nice little tilt. See if you can get the second count. And he did. Got to get your hips up now, though. Don't get in trouble. Drops to a leg. Eberhard doesn't like to give up that one. He tries to drop that leg when the wrestler gets away. That was a big 2 points, though, on that tilt. He's got a 5-4 lead here. Got a nice front headlock. Don't roll across your own back too many times. He's got choice in the third, so it's all right if he goes into the second period at 5-4. You'll be a little conscious of that ankle pick that you got hit in last time. What's that ankle pick again? Tie those hands up, take that away. You got to beat that shot. Work a front headlock here. Beat that shot. Back to your base. Get back to your base. Okay, good job. Fought off that half. It's down 1, but he gets choice, so he can get back to his feet and tie this match up.
So at the period number 2, 6-5 lead for Thad Van Ardsdalen against Hunter Eberhard.
Hunter's going to take down, try to tie this match up at 6. I'll tell you what, he beats those shots. He's in a front headlock position. He just gets in a little bit of a hurry. Tries to spin too soon. He's got to get Van Arden flattened out before he can actually spin. Fight those hands and try to get your one. Good stand up. Just got to get hands before you come up. So you got to keep getting a fresh start here. Looked like he was trying to put the boots in. He's got to be conscious of that and catch it. Well, he's got him in. I try to tell you what, I'd take another good hard roll on my hip, try to get out of bounds here, get a fresh start. It's not where you want to be.
Minute 10, still in it, 6-5.
Yep. Just needs to find a way to get away and tie this thing up. Going for that crossface cradle. A little high though. You don't need to reach back for that leg, Eberhard. It's not helping you. Ooh, got a full Nelson. That's big. That's going to tie this match up.
Point.
That was big. Now an escape point will win it for you. And the Philly wrestler's thinking about letting him go because he knows that. Don't want to see Eberhard get that escape too late. He's going to give him the lead and try to get the takedown.
There's 7-6 Eberhard.
Yep, you got to stay in the center and circle with him, Hunter. Don't back up. Don't give him a reason to call you for stalling. Good shot. See if you can finish this. Work your hips up. You got to try to finish this. That was a good high crotch. No points yet. He's got to return him to the mat. Be patient. Be patient. Going for that high crotch. Got to build your base, Hunter. Build your base. You got 30 seconds here. Don't let him spin around you. Oh, this isn't good.
The 2 points for Van Arsdale up 8-7.
Yeah, and he's going to go for the fall here. And even if not, he's going to have at least 3 on the back. It's going to put him up 11-7 at a minimum.
So with that, Van Arsdalen wins it 11-7. So really a good match, just not the closing you want to have there at the end.
Yeah, he just got in a little bit of a flurry there and couldn't get his hips underneath him. Was back on his heels, and New Philly Wrestling was able to just kind of bull rush into him and pop into his back. He was being aggressive and getting in deep on those shots, but that last time he just couldn't get his hips underneath him.
38-6 West Holmes. Dakota Patterson Jr. for the Knights, the record of 11-21, has 7 pins on the season.
He's wrestling, is it Rios?
Is that what he said? I'm trying to figure it.
I think he said it was Rios. I thought we watched him wrestle in the JV action against Riverview, and he won that match, and it looked like he had a nice little high crotch of his own that he used as a shot. I think he got beat. The Riverview wrestler caught him in a chin whip late in the match, but he showed some nice stuff on his feet, so hopefully Dakota was able to get a chance to scout that match a little bit. Dakota's in on that leg. Come up with it, see if he can finish this. No points. Tried to build his base up underneath him. He got a little extended there on that shot. Good job catching that as Rios tried to spin around. Go right out to the head. Go right out to the head. That Wizard's not going to help you if you attack the head. Good job, Patterson.
It'll get 2 points for that. Patterson now a 2-0 lead.
Yep, right at the end of the period, too. Tell you
Good
what,
time.
Patterson's one of those guys that second-year wrestler, so it's not always about the technique. With him, it's just about tenacity. And if you watch his style of wrestling, he's relentless. He's aggressive, and he doesn't go away.
Such a big part of it. Now into period number 2.
And those are big 2 points. See if you can add to this with an escape point. Right up to his feet. Good job there.
Up 3-0 now.
Yep, like to see him expand that lead, work another takedown. He's done a good job defending these shots, too, as well. Seems pretty comfortable chest to chest with Rios. Got to get a Wizard here and fight this. Don't let him pull this leg out. Nice job fighting that. Rios kind of fell back to his butt, and Patterson was able to pop his hips up into him and a couple more inches, and he would have had a back point opportunity himself there. Good fake shot there by Rios to get him to a knee and then spin around. That was well put together.
Little cleanup situation looks like. 3-2 Patterson here in period number 2. Again, West Holmes in command up 38-6. And even the losses for West Holmes so far, they've been really tough, close losses.
Yeah, you look at what it was. Varnes lost in double overtime.
Right.
In a really, probably the best match of the night, really, too. Evenly matched wrestlers, 2 seniors. Both are probably kids who have goals beyond just even sectionals and districts. So that was a fun one to watch. And then Eberhard's match really came down to the final seconds and a crazy little flurry there that ended up in 5 points for the New Philly wrestler. And here we are with Dakota Patterson battling here 3-2. And I think this one's going to go down to the wire.
Certainly looks that way. Yeah, it looks like they are ready to resume action here. 1:05 to go, second period. And Dakota Patterson for West Holmes has the 3-2 lead.
Patterson working up here. No change yet. You got to know where you're at. Good job. Hip over and Patterson. Hip over. A back point opportunity. I don't know if they gave a reversal to Patterson or not, but they definitely gave the 3 back to the New Philly wrestler. So it's going to make it 5-3, I believe. Unless he only gave 2 there. I couldn't see. Patterson looked like for a second there he'd hipped over and was going to put him on his back, and Rios was able to roll through it.
Final 20 seconds.
Oh, Rios with a nice arm bar. Going to run that over. We got to fight this, Patterson. We got short time. See if you can prevent the back points. Rios walking all the way around the head. He's going to start getting the count, though.
And just in time to close out the second period for Dakota Patterson.
Yeah, 6-3.
6-3.
Yep. I'll tell you what, though, by the way these guys are rolling around here, though, somebody's going to get a 4 or 5 point move and end this match. Patterson coming all the way around front. No change yet. We'll see if they give him the escape point here soon. Rios chasing it around, going for the reversal. And Rios getting a little bit of a cushion now at 8-3. He's got to wrestle smart because both of these guys have put themselves in position to go to their back. So if you're Rios on top here, you want to be smart and cut them loose if you get in any trouble. Patterson trying to hook that elbow, see if he can get some type of roll. Referee gave a penalty point to Patterson, makes it 8-4, so big move to get you right back in it. You got to see if you can create something.
40 seconds to do it.
Rios getting a little high here. This isn't where you want to be if you're him, putting Patterson in this position. It's going to make it 8-5 with 15. He's got something locked up. He's going to have to take a chance here. He's got 8 seconds. Oh, Rios right to a headlock. Nice job. And that'll end the match.
Good. Rios gets the 10-5 win for New Philadelphia over Dakota Patterson of West Holmes.
Yeah, and if Dakota Patterson at 8-5, I mean, you got to get in there chest to chest and gamble and go for that big move. So, you know, that situation, somebody was going to come away with it, and he took a chance, put himself in a position.
Give him a shot. 38-9 West Holmes. They still have the commanding lead. Now the 190, Grant Miller, a sophomore. Record of 16-12, 12 pins on the season for him.
And he's going up against, it looks like Connor Tetzloff, I think is who they announced.
And he is a junior for the Quakers.
We'll see. Miller had some tough matches last week in those state duels. Both matches really good battles against upperclassmen.
Yep. Really good wrestlers.
Nice job fighting off that headlock. Miller takes the first takedown. Tetzloff seems like he wants to go upstairs and look for something. If I remember that match in the first round against Riverview, I think he hit somebody in the headlock. Not sure what this is. I look like they put a penalty point up there for Miller. He singled 1 point for Green. And New Philly coach is up there. He wants an explanation. I didn't see from the referee.
Right.
I know that it's a point of emphasis sometimes if they go to the face or they go to the head to award penalty points. And that could have been what that was.
So 3-1 lead for Grant Miller.
Good hard double leg. Miller, you got a chance for a headlock. There it is. As long as you're locked higher in that elbow, that should be tight. He could get a fall here. Really lifting up on that head.
And he got it.
Yep, sure did.
Grant Miller with the pin. his 13th of the season.
8 seconds, Grant Miller of West Holmes.
So a good win there for Grant Miller.
Yeah, good win for the sophomore. And Tetloff was it was a good hard double. He came up and really was coming into 2 underhooks, and Miller really left with no choice but to let that headlock fly. That'll make his dad Bill proud. I know that, seeing that move.
Absolutely. 44-9 lead for the Knights now. Elijah Baldridge, this junior, is out there in the 2:15, 20-5 record, 14 pins.
Right to a snap down. I'll tell you what, we saw Elijah Baldridge beat the 6th-ranked wrestler in the state last week from Miami Trace, and he put together a nice match in that round. I think he won 5-1. Really looked good. Controlled that match. And here he's locked up a near side cradle. He's got to get his head in the side, and he can stack this up. Going for a good old-fashioned power half here. See if he goes back up to his feet. He got that first takedown pretty convincingly. Yep. He's going to try to work some takedown, let him up for a little while. Got to let him go, though. He chasing the near side cradle again. Now he's got it stacked.
And there's the pin. Just like that. Back-to-back pins for the Knights this time. Elijah Baldridge with his 15th pin of the season. 50-9 lead for the Knights.
I'll tell you what, this is a good matchup here at heavyweight. Colin Gardner's a junior for West Holmes, and I think the heavyweight here for New Philly is only a sophomore, this Garrett Dillon Ryan. These two wrestled last year in sectionals in the go-to match to see who went to districts, and it was Ryan that was able to come up on top in that match due to an injury default. So we'll see how this one progresses. This could be a good one.
Gardner, I believe, 2 wins last week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2 nice wins. He wrestled. One of them probably decided the whole match there in that first round. Gardner coming in about 235, Ryan about 265. So a little bit of size and weight difference there, but Gardner didn't seem to bother Gardner last week. Chest to chest here, Gardner pummeling in. Something you got to be wary of early in a match with this, giving up 30 pounds like this. When you get later in the match and the guy gets tired, or maybe you get a chance to get down on the mat, it's not such a big difference. But early in the match on your feet like this, you want to manage these situations.
No points early on.
And both these guys are. Oh, there he's driving in for that double.
Yeah.
Good job. They're going to call him out of bounds. Referee's going to go to the. Referee wants to argue that. The coach wants to argue that for New Philly, but the referee doesn't have to go up there and explain that call. He either calls it inbounds or he calls it out of bounds. It's not an application of rule. So he's going to get him right back to center and keep him in action. He's not going to let this match slow down. Got about 15 seconds left in the period. Gardner pummeling in, looking for a bear hug of his own. That's 7 seconds.
Another close one early on after the first period, scoreless between the two. Colin Gardner and Garrett Dillon Ryan.
Yeah, Coach Vaughn elected not to defer. He puts Gardner down right away here in the second period. You get a caution from mounting improperly for the new Philly wrestler. Give both guys a chance to reset. Gardner trying to work his way back up to his feet here. Ryan looking to drive him over, just trying to pick up his hips. Oh, it's going to call him out of bounds. Gardner got up to his feet.
Yep.
Felt that arm over his shoulder and kind of what we called gazonied it, and would have been out, but just ran out of room there. See if he can get right back to his feet with some hands. There's a locking hands. That's going to be a point for Gardner. They're going to allow some continuation here to see if he can finish the move. But that's going to be a penalty point. And that's tough. When you return a guy to the mat, the referee is going to look to see if you break that clasp, and the new Philly wrestler didn't do it quite in time. They give you a little reaction time, but he was still locking.
So 1-0 Gardner. Minute and a half to go the second period.
Yep. Building that base. He's going to try to lift those hips up and drive him over. Collins aware of that. If he can get an escape point here before the end of the period, that'd be big. Working up. A little throw of his own there on the edge. A little throw of his own. It's going to make it 2-0. Gardner's got, he might not be the biggest heavyweight, but he's got good feet. He's a strong young man. He's got good hips. He showed him right there.
He certainly did.
Just got to wrestle smart here. You're up 2-0. Force your opponent to have to take you down in the third. He's going right back to that bear hug, though. If he does that, get your hips in front. Ryan just kind of walking into him. Gardner, try to work some snap downs here if you can. Try to get him to his knees and get one more takedown before the end of this period. Working that shuck. Ryan had that nice double leg early in the first period that he wasn't able to finish in bounds, and he hasn't gone back to it. Keep waiting to see that shot again. Get 15 seconds. Just manage this last bit of the match, Gardner. 10 seconds. You don't have to force anything.
And 2-0 Gardner after 2 periods.
Let's see what they do. All right, they're going to put him down. Gardner, you just don't want to give up a big move here on bottom. You want to break this wrestler down. Stay on your toes. That's the key. If you ride on your toes, you'll be able to follow him. If you get on your knees, you're going to get rolled. He's got that arm bar. Let's see if he can put it up on his back. Right to a front headlock. There'll be no change here. There he goes. He's got hips down on the mat. Just needs to stay out to the side so he doesn't get called for stalling as a top man. Looks like the referee just called the bottom man for stalling there.
Minute 17 and counting, third
Drop
period.
to the leg. There's not going to be any change. It might be now. Got a minute left. 2-1. Gardner's up. Ryan needs a takedown to win. So if you're Gardner, stay in a good stance. Stay in the middle of the mat. You're the wrestler in control. There hasn't been any stalling warnings. He's got to come to you. Gardner walking back to the center. .30 seconds. No stalling warnings. So if you're Gardner, just circle. Stay in the center. Don't back up.
Twenty
20 seconds. Yep. Gardner's wrestling a smart match. You've got to stay in good position here. Stay heavy on the head. Oh, they're going to tie this match up.
Yeah.
Coach Vaughn's not going to win that argument either. They're going to say that he got that he wrestled out of the bounds. I'm not so sure, but either way, it's going to tie it. So both men have been called on a penalty point. Gardner going right in there. Hips up, and he wins. There it is.
Wow, how about that? Gardner closes it out to get that victory, 3-2. Yeah, a nice move here to close it out with the final 12
Well,
seconds.
he's going to get 2 for the takedown. That's going to make it 4-2. And then he's going to get at least 2 or maybe 3 near fall.
Right.
And there might have been an unsportsmanlike on the New Philly wrestler as he kind of shoved him in the face as he was getting up off the mat. A lot of emotions there.
Right.
I mean, both these guys have seen each other before in a big match last year, and they know they're probably going to see each other again in another big match like that. And if you're a New Philly wrestler, you want to keep your calm. You don't want to do anything to get yourself thrown out of the match.
Right.
Because that would carry over to next week as well. It's not just a penalty point. If it becomes flagrant misconduct, then you're out for the next contest.
Right.
And for New Philly, that would probably be, I would imagine, a league meet if that happened.
Right. Yeah, they don't want that. 53-9 West Holmes. And a nice win there for Colin Gardner.
It was. And you know what I liked was the aggressiveness. When he gave up the penalty point, which I get it. Nobody ever agrees with the penalty point. But he went right out there, locked up a bear hug, got his hips in front, and went and won the match.
Yeah.
And it just was a 1-2 situation. And I'll tell you what, giving up 30 pounds, if you watch this kid in the weight room, he's not giving up 30 pounds in bench or squat.
Right.
I guarantee it. Mm-hmm. And the feet are there and the hips are there. And Brady Smith's going to be our last senior, but he's going to get a forfeit win. So hopefully we get to see him in action against Riverview.
Hopefully so. Came in tonight with the record of 30-1, 9 pins. West Holmes up 59-8.
And we might get another JV match here on the way out. Braylon McKinney might get his second JV match of the night.
Yeah, another one.
And good for him.
New Philadelphia and Braylon McKinney of West Holmes, 190-pounders.
Nice for these JV wrestlers. This is how you get better, right? Get a chance to go up against some guys.
Absolutely. You never turn down mat time when you're a JV wrestler. That just only improves you and makes you better. Braylon McKinney going to get in here chest to chest. Somebody's going to go for this match, go for a throw. Ooh, McKinney put a nice effort in there, but he was able to roll through it. It was the right idea. See if Braylon can fight off his back here. It's a nice tight half. If they can get chest to chest, he could be in trouble. He's got that leg lace, but if this New Philly wrestler can get chest to chest, it could be over. Yep.
And there's the pin for the Quakers. And that GV match.
With the fall at 1 minute 13 seconds in the junior varsity matchup, Stephen Jimenez Pasquale of New Philadelphia. And that will wrap up the dual meet.
So West Holmes the winner, 59-8 over New Philadelphia. That's after the Quakers won 48-30 over Riverview. So West Holmes has a nice dominant performance. And tonight's coverage being brought to you by Kime and Charm, Millersburg Electric, Premier Pharmacy, Rody's IGA Marketplace, MRV Siding Supply, Village Motors, Buckeye Farm and Garden, Yoder Lumber Company, also Home Siding Contractors, Kaufman Realty and Auctions, Millersburg Tire Service, Holmes Wayne Electric Cooperative, Denko Marketing, the Commercial and Savings Bank, Critchfield Law Firm, and Finish Line Auto Body. We want to thank also our partners, Claxon Communications, Casey Claxon, and also Greg Perkins, providing you the video stream tonight on the WKLM Facebook and YouTube pages. So West Holmes, again, a good dominant win for them over the Quakers.
It was, and there was there were some good, hard-fought, competitive matches there throughout that. Connor Varnes, Hunter Eberhard. Looking at that last one at heavyweight, some of those matches were previews of what we're going to see at sectionals, and everybody had something to take away from that. But really, it was kind of one-sided, I got to be honest. And West Holmes seniors did what we expected them to do, go out there and get us falls.
Yes, they certainly did that here on senior night. Of course, round 3 we'll have West Holmes taking on Riverview. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with the final round right after this on our high school wrestling coverage tonight. And we're resuming action here for round number 3. We are ready to go. Thank you very much, Casey. And this is a GV match, right, Will?
Yeah, this is Darren Gallion. We saw him pick up a nice win. I think it was 6-2 in that JV match against New Philly. And see if he can duplicate that here. Digging in for that underhook here. See if he can snap off maybe to a front headlock with it.
And this is West Holmes and Riverview. Round number 3, getting started with a couple of JV matches. West Holmes, of course, with that dominant win, 59-8 over New Philadelphia. Riverview, they fell to New Philadelphia in round 1, 48-30.
Gallion going for the fall. He had a butcher. He walked that over. Now he just needs to switch off to a half and get himself chest to chest. See if he can finish this. He's got plenty of time to work for the fall.
And he gets it.
2-0 on the night for the freshman, Darren Gallion.
Getting it done, so credit to Darren Gallion tonight. Make the most out of his opportunities. Once again, our video live streaming coverage tonight being brought to you by Finish Line Auto Body, Critchfield Law Firm, the Commercial and Savings Bank, Denco Marketing, Holmes Wayne Electric, Millersburg Tire Service, Kaufman Realty and Auctions, Holmes Siding Contractors, Keim and Charma, Ohio, Millersburg Electric, Premier Pharmacy, Rody's IGA Marketplace, MRV Siding Supply, Village Motors, Buckeye Farm and Garden, and Yoder Lumber Company. And I want to thank Casey Claxon, Greg Perkins, again, from Claxon Communications, helping us provide you this video stream coverage tonight on the WKLM Facebook and YouTube pages. Matt Croy alongside Will O'Donnell. We're into round number 3 tonight.
And that looked like that was the only JV match of the night. They sent the 6 seniors out there for the coin toss. And looks like tonight we're starting at maybe 113 again. Looking at this, I don't see a 6-pounder for New Philly, but
right.
But maybe we'll get an opportunity to see Brady Smith if they can move him up a weight. So this is actually going to be a 120-pound match. They've moved Taylor up from 113 to 120. So that tells me that when they come back around the lineup after heavyweight, we might get to see Smith wrestle at 113 tonight.
Hopefully he'll get to do that. Tucker mounts the senior. Mason Taylor.
Oh, nice low single. Taylor likes to get low. We saw that last week. He gets down on one knee. He makes it tough for you to get in on him, and he can shoot from down there, which is not the easiest thing in the world to do for a wrestler, but he's able to get those low leg attacks.
Had the forfeit win against the Quakers, but he came in at 32-5 into the night. 17 pins on the season for him, for Mason Taylor.
There it is again. Just pounces on that. He's got that leg. He could stack this up here.
4-1.
See if he can scoop this leg with his own knee and walk to the head. This could be real tight. You can see he's got that head and that knee. A lot of guys like to walk around that leg and get their knees underneath it, and that allows them to kind of tighten it up. There he goes. There he goes. Now just got to walk out to this head. Two back, that'll make it 6-1, but now he's going to give him an escape, see if we can get one more takedown before this period's over. Oh, he tried to use that elbow tie. Still got short time. He can get a quick one here.
Up 6-2 then after that first period. Mason Taylor.
Mason Taylor of West Holmes, leading Tucker Mounts for Riverview 6-2.
Taylor's got that arm secure. He's going to bar it. Going to work at tilt from the backside with that. Not going to pin him with it, but he should be able to get himself a 5 count. Now he's got the half. He should be able to stack this. Going to walk all the way around a headlock. He's just got to walk out to the head, see if he can finish this. Got a lot of time. Got a minute left in the period. And there it is. Good.
Get the pin.
Yep, good series.
At 120 pounds, the winner with a fall at 3 minutes, 9 seconds, Mason Taylor.
The Mason Taylor with that pin, his 18th pin of the season. So just terrific season for him, over 30 wins.
Yep, returning state placer, looking to go back down there and improve on that podium finish that he had last year as a sophomore.
So the forfeit winner at 126 will be Noah Tish of West.
Noah Tish will get the forfeit win in the 126-pound weight class for the Knights.
Yeah, I think we're going to see about 2 or 3 more forfeit wins here.
And it looks as though we'll have a forfeit from Riverview, so picking up on the forfeit win at 132 pounds, Morgan Smith of West Holmes.
Morgan Smith, the forfeit victory for the Knights. Of course, Tish had the pin against the Quakers, and Smith also with the win by pin.
And again, Riverview will be forfeiting, so the forfeit winner at 138, Dylan Strauss of West Holmes.
Strauss won by pin over in that Quakers match in round 2, and a forfeit win now.
And again, Riverview will be forfeiting, so the forfeit winner, Tucker Kaufman.
Kaufman, of course, he got the tech fall victory against the Quakers. Forfeit victory right here. And this is just a Black Bears kind of shorthanded with
yeah, it looked like they weighed in about maybe 9 wrestlers tonight, and not everybody matches up with us. So Connor Barnes is going to come out here, looks like at about 150.
And for the Knights, Connor Barnes.
Barnes came in at 27-6 on the night, 16 pins, and he lost a double overtime loss against the Quakers in round 2.
Yeah, against I think it was with Charlie Gibbs. I think if that was the name.
I believe so.
Yeah, and that was a quality opponent, good-looking wrestler, well-earned win by him. And we'll see if Barnes can redeem himself here on senior night. I know he'd like to leave this place with a win here.
30-0 West Holmes here in round 3 over the Black Bears of Riverview.
Barnes kicking him out. Good shot defense. See what he does here with this. He could switch off to something. Or he can just, good shuck. He's going to go right back to his feet. Double leg. See if he can finish this. Got his hips on the mat. Should be able to climb it and get back points out of it.
6-2 lead. 2 more points for that.
He's going to get 2 back on that 4 count. This should make it 8-2. Scoring in bunches here. He could probably let him go again if he wants. I think opportunities there for those transition back points like he just did there. Finish that takedown right to his back. He's got that arm bar there. See if he can. Now he's got the wrist. He should be able to run this if he can get out to the side. He's getting his near fall points. See if he can fall it. He did.
He'll get the pin, so he does indeed come back, Will, to get this victory. And I feel good here to come back and get the win here in this match.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you leave this mat for the last time as a senior wrestler at home with a win. I know that last one left a bad taste in his mouth. He's going over there for a picture with Brian Johnson, a longtime fan of the West Holmes Knights. coming out here with his grandma and grandpa to watch us in action. They've been doing that for a long time. His dad was one heck of a wrestler for West Holmes, too.
That's great stuff. No doubt about it. 42-0 Knights.
For the Black Bears, it's Traven Berry. And for the Knights, Hunter Eberhard.
So Eberhard in there for West Holmes, the senior. Lost by decision against the Quakers in round 2.
Yeah, tough match, too. He's up by a point with, probably 10, 15 seconds left. Got in a little flurry there in the edge, and the New Philly wrestler was able to bump his hips up into him and knock him to his back and get a 5-point move to win that match by 4. So we'll see if Eberhard can come back from that just like Varnes did. Both guys kind of jockeying for position. Not a lot of shots attempted yet. Riverview wrestler's got a little bit of length on Eberhard. We'll see if he can figure out a way to get inside that. He likes that high crotch from his tie-up, so we'll see if he's ready to pull the trigger on one soon.
We're in the 165. Traven Berry, I believe, a junior for the Black Bears. And not much doing here in that first period, and we are still scoreless.
Okay. Riverview's going to defer. Eberhard will go down. Working that switch, coming right back up to his feet. Pass that hand to the other side of your head so he can't cradle you. He's got that cradle locked up. Eberhard's got to fight this. He gets hip to hip. He's going to get back.
Manages to get out of that one.
Yep. He's going to go right back to this cradle. You got to watch when you come up. Can't come up without hands. If you feel that arm coming across your face, you got to reach up and put it on the other side of your head. Take away that crossface cradle. Here it is again.
3-0 Traven Berry for a review over Hunter Eberhard in the second period.
There you go. Now he's got the hand. He feels that. I tell you, Barry's good with that cradle. There he did the right thing. He passed it to the other side of his head. Oh, get your hips up. Get your hips up. Oh, right to a headlock. Nice job by Barry. Good series wrestling. And that's tight. He's got a lot of time to work with it.
And he'll get the pin. Traven Berry for a review will get the first points on the board for the Black Bears here in round 3.
Yeah, good job. Good series wrestling. Tough with that cradle, and he got into that flurry situation where Eberhard had his hips up, and he just switched right off to that headlock to finish it.
So 42-6 West Holmes.
Now up, it'll be 175-pounders for Riverview. It's J.D. Aaron, and for West Holmes, Dakota Patterson.
Dakota Patterson will come out here. He lost 10-5 by decision.
Yeah, good hard-fought match, and if I watch that this Riverview wrestler in that first round, if you're Dakota Patterson, you got to watch that chin whip. Boy, he ended that match with that against his New Philly opponent. So something to keep in the back of your mind, that if you're on your knees and you think you're getting behind this kid, he's going to reach back and grab your head.
Patterson, a junior. J.D. Heron, a sophomore for the Black Bears.
Ooh, didn't get the takedown on the edge there. Looked like maybe he had his feet in, but the referee's going to call him out of bounds. Both these guys digging in, willing to get chest to chest here. Oh, Patterson has a good job there with that underhook. Patterson's not afraid to get in there and dig in with that underhook and try to make some things happen. Right back to it. Just got to watch that headlock. Your opponent's going to let it fly. And there it was. Sometimes you got both of those in there. You leave them with no choice. Got about 20 seconds left to see if he can fight this.
Trying to hang on here. 15 seconds.
Yep, out of bounds won't save you. You just got to try to fight this. You got about 5 seconds.
It looks like he's going to last. He'll manage to get through that period.
He's going to get 3 near falls, so it's going to be 5-0.
So Heron with the 5-0 edge here into period number 2.
Yep. Heron's going to stay on his feet. Going right back in there. This time it's Heron with the 2 underhooks, so if he digs in, we'll see if Patterson lets one fly. Oh, nice drop to the single leg. See if he can climb up the back. That was a good job dropping to the leg by Patterson.
Gets 2 points out of that.
Sure does. Yeah, he felt that and he dropped to the leg. That was nice. Let's see if he can work something on top. Heron chose neutral. We'll see if maybe if we can do something here as a top wrestler. Oh, nice little switch right out of the gate. Look, he likes that chin whip. He's reaching back for it. Patterson's gonna. Oh, you gotta be careful here. Know where you're at. Well, you can see he likes to reach back for that head and just try to use his hips to throw you back to the mat. Oh, nice lift by Heron. He's going to call him for a slam. There'll be no change. That'll make it 5-3. Heron gets the escape. It'll be 6-3. Walking into a headlock again here, Patterson. You better be careful.
Final 20 seconds, 6-3 Heron, period number 2.
Well, Patterson gets choice in the next period, so he could get an escape, make it 6-4. Takedown would be huge here if he could manufacture something. Oh, we got it. They're going to not give him the takedown, but they're going to call green for fleeing the mat. So they're going to give him a point that way. I thought he actually had the takedown, but it's the referee's opinion that matters, I guess. So right in this match, though.
Yeah, still in it.
Yeah, he's just got to get an escape, make it 6-5. He's gotten, looks like he's picked the pace up a little on his feet outside of walking into that one headlock to start off 5-0. He's outscored him 4-1. Back up to his feet. Oh, right to the leg. If he can finish this, see if he can finish it. He'll get the loss of control, though. Make it 6-5. So he outscored this wrestler 5-1 since that first headlock. He just got to keep his pace. Tell you what, it's a long way back from 5-0, but he's been able to do it. Got to elbow out here. Don't want to give up this spin around. Right back into it. He's walking into it for a trip. Heron going for another headlock. Did not get it this time. He's able to slip it. It's going to be up 7-6.
7-6 Patterson.
Not sure he's going to be able to ride him out. Might have to just go back to his feet here. Patterson likes to jump out to the side. I don't know if he's looking for a near side cradle or what he's trying to do there. If he's trying to drive his hips over, but he's as a top wrestler, he gets out to the side quite a bit. He's got a minute to go. He's up 1 point. Heron's going to fight for some hands, see if he can get his escape. He's reaching back for that headlock. Yeah, be careful, Patterson. Try to lift it. Okay, they're going to give a warning for stalling there. You only get so much time to return a wrestler to the mat when he's on his feet like that. So you got to be conscious of that. He's going to go neutral. Probably a good choice there. I doubt the referee would let you ride him out for 50 seconds.
They're tied at 7.
Yep. Aaron's got good position with that underhook. Patterson needs to work his head in the right position here. There you go. Oh, good shot by Heron. That's a good high crotch. See if he can finish it. Oh, and I think he's gonna. He might get back, too.
9-7 Heron, 14 seconds.
Yeah, I think he's got at least 2 back. See what the referee does. Yep. So Heron scored about 9 points on 2 moves. That's been the difference here tonight for him. 12-8.
12-8 Heron gets the win, but look at Patterson in that first period. Looked like he might get pinned. He survived that and still had to give himself a chance.
Yeah, he had a great chance there. Just 2 moves, a 5-point move and a 4-point move really made the difference there.
So 42-9 West Holmes here in this match. Grant Miller, who won by pin against the Quakers, he'll wrestle once again. Here in the 190.
Ooh, right in on a low single, right off the whistle. Good job by Miller. He's going to go right back to his feet.
13 pins on the season for Grant Miller. And the sophomore, up 2-1.
Good hard double leg. See if you can turn that corner. Right to his back. You look for your back.
Jacob Averett, junior wrestler for the Black Bears on the mat.
Miller looking to force that head down, see if he can work a power half. He's got that backside wrist. Careful.
Here's the slam.
Well, I mean, he put him down hard, but the key was he put his hips on the mat first.
Okay.
It sounded loud, and it was, but the key is you land them from the waist down, and you won't get caught. If it's the hips up and you land flat on your back, at least in folk style, you're going to get called for a slam.
And the 4-1 lead for Grant Miller.
Miller's got that wrist. Got a half now. See if he can get out and run this over. Switching off to a cradle now. Trying to run a far side cradle. He's got it locked. Take your time. There we go. This should be tight.
So Grant Miller comes through with that pin victory, his second pin win of the night.
Yeah, and that's a good night for Miller. What's that make his record in the season now?
18-12.
18-12. I'll tell you what.
14 pins.
Yeah, young man's probably going to go to sectionals and look at an opportunity to be a seeded wrestler down there. And let's see if we can push him through to districts as a sophomore.
We talked about, you mentioned this, Will. This could be a good match right here.
Yeah, I watched this Riverview wrestler in his first round. He looked pretty solid. I don't know what his record is on the year, but I think this could be a good matchup for Elijah Baldridge.
Cruz Mobley, junior for the Black Bears, and, of course, Elijah Baldridge, a junior for West Holmes. Baldridge won by pin against the Quakers, his 15th pin of the season. 48-9 West Holmes.
Nice shot there by Mobley. Got to fight this. Ooh, got to take advantage. Oh, he's got the cement mixer. He's going to get two, but, boy, that could have been a lot more. Ooh, they're not going to give him the takedown. I'm got to be honest, a little surprised by that, but okay. He had that front headlock. Looked like he went for a cement mixer, and Mobley was able to flurry and get back to his feet. Pretty good movement by two 15-pounders.
No doubt.
Elijah working that underhook. Both these guys got to be careful. They're going to the head pretty hard with the slaps. I think the referee's kind of warning both of them right there. I mean, it's going to be a good match. You don't want to see it get decided by something like that.
Final 10 seconds. And scoreless so far.
Got to be patient. Elijah showed good patience last week against that Miami Trace wrestler. And he's going to need a little bit of the same here. This is one of those matches where one move is really going to make a big difference.
Right. Don't want to make a big mistake.
And it's probably going to be low scoring.
0-0 to begin period number 2. Cruz Mobley of the Black Bears, Elijah Baldridge of West Holmes.
He's got that leg laced. And the referee's making sure that he doesn't overlace it with that backside leg. Probably get a stalemate here pretty soon.
45 seconds and still scoreless.
Yeah, not a lot of change in position there. That, I'll be honest, that went about 20 seconds longer than you'd like to see it as a coach, because for Mobley, that was a good series. It kept him on the mat, and it burned a lot of clock.
Right.
And now you're just thinking, hey, ride this period out, and you'll take down next period. Looking for that Turk. I don't know. You got to be careful here, Elijah. Don't expose your shoulders. You're going to have to give it up. And he's going to get at least 2 back there. And this is a new hold. You could award those points. Ooh! Got to finish this. You got to finish this if you're Elijah. Nothing yet. You got 5 seconds. You got to try to get that leg back. They gave him 2 because he laced that backside leg.
But nice counter after you gave up the 2 points, and now he's got the lead.
Yeah, that's going to put him up 3-2. It doesn't matter if he's holding your leg or not. The control gets established when you hook that backside leg and you get what we call hip to hip. Years ago, holding on that leg would have probably saved you, but they kind of went away from that and started realizing that you can establish that control. And Elijah right there on the edge had the presence of mind to take his right leg, hook over that backside ankle. And, boy, that was a big point, because giving up that Turk and giving up that 2, that could have decided the match, because you knew Mobley's going to take down in the third, as he is now, and probably going to have a chance to tie it.
No doubt about it. So 3-2 Elijah Baldrich after being down 2-0 as we enter then period number 3.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I'm sure that the coach for Riverview is asking there. He's probably questioning the takedown on the edge. He's probably saying, why was that an escape and a takedown? Why wasn't that just a reversal? But as he walks back to the chair, his wrestler's still down 3-2.
Devin Klein, of course, the Riverview Black Bear head wrestling coach. Scott Vaughn for West Holmes.
We'll see what he does here. Elijah's more of a cradle guy on top, more of a bar series guy, not a leg wrestler like Mobley. Neither wrestler's been called for stalling, so he can afford to work a little bit here on top. I don't like the way his hips are here. He's kind of falling off a little bit. Better readjust. Yeah, they're not going to let him stay back there for very long, though. If he works a bar, he works a cross-face cradle, he'll probably be safe. But if he stays back on those hips for long, they'll get him a stalling warning. Elijah trying to work that power half, see if he can turn one over. Mobley trying to build his base.
1 minute, still the 3-2 lead.
Yep. Referee let Mobley work this position for a little while. Let's see if he lets Elijah do the same. Elijah just needs to keep that pressure on the head here. Trying to stretch him out himself, see if he can get some back points here. Got to stay under those arms. That's a good job. Keep your head up. Stay under those arms. You got 30 seconds left here. Probably going to call a stalemate soon and give the bottom wrestler an opportunity.
And there he goes. There's the whistle.
Yep. So it's going to come down to a good first move here for if you're the Riverview wrestler. You can't let him flatten you out because there's been no stalling warnings. He'd probably be able to ride you out for the win if he flattens you. Okay, he's got to get up there and work a bar now. Pressure the head. He's got about 10 seconds that he needs to ride. Don't fall off the hips here. There you go. Got 5 seconds. Looks like he's going to be able to do it.
Yeah, a nice win here for Baldrich. Of course, you mentioned that key sequence at the end of that second period ends up being a big difference.
Yeah, that really decided the match. We knew it was going to be low scoring. It was going to take maybe one mistake, one move, and those two will see each other again in another week and a half, and those will be meaningful matches as well.
Upcoming sectionals over at Claymont.
Good-looking wrestler there for Riverview. He does some good stuff on top. Not sure I would choose down against him.
Right. So Colin Gardner, who won by a 4-2 decision, a decision at least at the end of the Quakers match.
Yeah, probably one of the more exciting matches of the night, really. Good hard-fought match by both wrestlers. A lot of emotional win for Colin Gardner.
And Connor Sabrowski, a junior wrestler in the 285 for the Black Bears. Gardner came in. He's got a 21-4 record, 13 pins in the season.
Got a nice little shuck there to get the first takedown. See if he can work one of his bar series. He's got that backside wrist, and I know Colin likes to get out there and put weight on it and put it up on the opposing wrestler's back. Looks like that's what he's trying to do right now. He's going to try to thread it through here. If he locks this up, this should be real tight. Oh, I like this. Just get chest to chest. Should be it.
Indeed it is. Another outstanding night for Colin Gardner at the 285 and gets the pin. His 14th pin of the season. And West Holmes, a 51-9 advantage now over Riverview. 57-9, excuse me. Now we do go back to the 106.
Yeah, we might get what we might see here is a double forfeit.
Okay.
And then
the forfeit win for West Holmes at 106 will be A.J. Roberts.
Yep, they're going to send the freshman A.J. Roberts out at 106 to pick up the forfeit, and that means Brady Smith's going to get a match on senior night at 113.
So Smith will get an opportunity to wrestle. Came in at 30-1 on the season, 9 pins on the year, Brady Smith.
And for the night, Brady Smith.
Right in on that low single, finishes that. And I'll tell you what, this is where he's good, is on his feet. He's about as explosive on his feet as any guy we have on this team, and that's saying a lot for a third-year wrestler. And if Brady Smith's going to make some noise at state, this is the position it's going to happen at right here, because he can wrestle with anybody on his feet. They're switching off. Got that barrel roll if he wants to hit it.
4-1 lead, Brady Smith.
Looking for a tilt. Only got a 4 count, so that'd be 2 back.
Now 6-1 lead.
Going for another tilt. Yep, 2 more back.
Up 8-1. 40 seconds in the first period.
Looks like he's going to try to work something a little tighter than a tilt here. He's got that arm bar. Like to see him run that over. And 3 back.
11-1, Brady Smith.
At the end of the first period for
14-1, and obviously on his way to a tech fall.
On the way to a tech fall, all he's got to do is secure one more takedown. It looks like Smith's going to choose top. If he wants to pin him here, he needs to get something tight, not another tilt, because 2 points is going to end it. There it is. He'll get a tilt. You won't get a pin with this, but this, when he breaks this hold, that'll be a tech fall. But he pinned him with a toe.
Anyway.
And that's not something you see very often, but he was able to do it.
We'll take that too. So Brady Smith, his 10th pin of the season, 31st victory. Good way to close it out. And West Holmes, another dominant win, 69-9. West Holmes a winner over New Philadelphia, 59-8. Now over Riverview, 69-9. So nice dominant win and performance for West Holmes tonight on senior night.
Yeah, it was. And, these are good wrestling programs. I mean, in years past, we've had some battles with New Philly and Riverview. And I know Riverview came in here a little undermanned. They had some guys maybe not in the lineup, forfeited a few weights. But all in all, if you're Scott Vaughn, you can't be more pleased with what you saw from your guys, your young guys, your old guys. And this is just what the doctor ordered rolling into the league. You want to carry this momentum into Saturday and hopefully come away with an OCC title.
Absolutely. As you mentioned, OCC championships on Saturday at Ashland. And going into this Saturday, what's the mindset, I guess, if you're for West Holmes at this point?
Well, the team goal's got to be accomplished by the individual. Everybody's wants to be an OCC champion, and if they can go out there, those seniors and those kids, and achieve that, then the team goals will follow. You can't worry about what anybody else is doing. Just worry about yourself at this point, and everything you want's achievable, but you got to take care of yourself here.
The great thing about this, West Holmes, another successful year up to this point, and a lot of things ahead here, and things to accomplish here when you think about the OCC and, of course, the sectionals here coming up.
Yeah, I mean, you want to run the tables. We want to win the league. We want to win the sectional. We want to go down to districts, and we want to push as many guys to state as we can. And if we do that, then you got a shot to win that district. So it's just about, everybody's put all this work in for their own individual goals, but the team goals will follow with that success. So, everybody wants to be healthy at this point. You want to be wrestling your best, and start this second season.
Looking forward to that. So, Will, thanks for once again for being part of our video live stream wrestling coverage.
Good stuff.
All right, that's the voice of Will O'Donnell. I'm Matt Croy, and I will go through our sponsors one more time. This coverage being brought to you by Yoder Lumber Company, Buckeye Farm and Garden, Village Motors, MRV Siding Supply, Rody's IGA Marketplace, Premier Pharmacy, Millersburg Electric, Kaim and Charm, Home Siding Contractors, Kaufman Realty and Auctions, Millersburg Tire Service, Holmes Wayne Electric, Denko Marketing, the Commercial and Savings Bank, Critchfield Law Firm, and Finish Line Auto Body. I want to thank our partners, Claxon Communications, Casey Claxon, Greg Perkins, helping provide you this video stream coverage for high school wrestling tonight on Senior Night from the Dungeon. I'm Matt Croy. Again, the final tonight, West Holmes the winner over New Philadelphia, 59-8, and the Knights Wrestlers a win over Riverview, 69-9 here on Senior Night in the Dungeon. Thanks for joining us here, everybody.